This was just total devastation.
We're here to smash you up.
Police, they can do nothing.
Absolutely terrifying. I mean, you looked out my son's bedroom window and there's just smoke everywhere.
We could see hordes of people walking past round the corner.
They were out to murder us.
All I wanted to do was go home.
But there are pockets of our society that are not just broken, but frankly sick.
They've taken the heart out of the community.
This is the end. This is the final end. There's no way back now.
London under siege. Mobs of rioters running wild, looting, torching shops, and then this unforgettable image of a terrified woman jumping from her burning apartment to escape the flames.
It's worse than a war zone. Families in there, all lucky to get out alive.
It's just absolutely devastated. They were just wandering around doing whatever they wanted because they knew there was nobody about to stop them.
Within hours, the riots spread like wildfire. 21 separate flashpoints across the city. Reeves Furniture Store, a landmark since the days of Queen Victoria, gone, burned to the ground.
We've had Germany attack us, we've had V2 bombs. I grew up in the Blitz where they burnt London down. I never expected to see this. No, never, never, ever.
Residents fooled into trusting a government that left them unprotected.
There you had the British police standing there defenceless against a mob. We came very close to a major disaster there with no armed police present.
I wouldn't come into town on my own with the drop in police numbers and visibility on the street. You just don't know what's going to happen next.
The gang behaviour needs to stop. I don't want to bring my child out around here. You know, it's too terrifying.
And it ain't going to get any better. It will get worse.
This is what Britain was reduced to. Helpless business owners and residents who only had baseball bats and rolling pins to defend themselves. Police officers who had been ordered to stand down. And rioters, the only ones armed with guns, taking aim at police helicopters.
Wasn't protesting, wasn't rioting, it was just criminal activity.
But what about citizens? What about business owners being able to use a firearm to protect themselves? So it would have made those thugs think twice.
I kind of think that you might be right, but it's always been the British policy not to do that.
The problem is, in this country, if he had defended his store with a gun, he would have been prosecuted, and if he'd killed somebody, he'd be done for attempted murder. This is completely wrong.
I recognise in the United States you have the Second Amendment, and I support that. People weren't able to do that here. Our right to bear arms has been taken away from us a long time ago.
Our rights were stolen. We don't really have any rights anymore.
It was nearly 15 years ago I was here in London when the British Parliament passed a law banning all handguns, a ban they insisted would reduce crime. But the NRA warned that a disarmed population would live to regret it. And today, their worst fears have come true. The fallout from the politicians' false promises of a safer society and sympathy for criminals, this is the result.
The biggest mistake we made as gun owners was we never believed the handgun ban would go through. And had we dreamt that it would happen, we would have fought harder.
The mistake we made was we should have actually marched on Parliament with our guns and said, if you want them, you come and get them. Because there's no justification for what they did.
But still, gun owners were forced to surrender their firearms to the saw blade, the scrap heap, and the blast furnace. Their guns confiscated by the government to be destroyed.
They target me because I'm an easy target. They know what I've got, they know where it is, and they know how to come and take it away from me.
The handgun ban is a pathetic situation. Handgun crime now has reached a level many, many times more than when handguns were legal in this country. And we have more pistols in illegal hands now than this country has had for decades.
And if you have any doubt, just listen to what this street thug in London told us about the ban.
Don't affect the criminals one little bit. I think it's a crock. It ain't going to make a blind bit of difference. If anything, I mean, being on the street myself, I think it'll make it worse.
So if you wanted to buy a gun, where would you go and how would you do it?
Go down a pub, local pub, especially out of skirts of South London. Easy, very easy.
much would pay for it?
I mean, you could pay from £50 up to depending what you wanted. I know people who supply guns all the time, no problem.
British courts are coming down hard on the rioters who spread mayhem last week, but human rights groups are accusing judges of overreacting.
If you talk to people in the UK, they feel that our court system has not been on their side in recent years, and I think the vast majority of my constituents want tough sentencing. They feel that one of the reasons this happened was that for years in this country we've been too soft on people that break the law.
Well, it is what's wrong with the system, and the sentences that are handed out are not a deterrent. They'll carry on doing what they did, and they'll be in and out of prison with impunity.
I've got a friend who's just done a 12-year stretch, literally just come out, and he went back in soon afterwards. You know, I've got another one who's just come out with a 5-year stretch, and another one who's still inside now. It hasn't bothered them. When they come out, they go straight back to it again.
All our laws are based upon deceit. Democracy over here is a charade, it's a fraud. It's safer to be a criminal. It's more dangerous to be a normal citizen than it ever has been before.
They want to control us, but we're not a threat.
You should have that right. These business owners should have a right to have their own firearms. And they should totally reinforce that in England, definitely.
We want our guns back because it was an illegal act. The message to America is stick to your guns and keep your guns. Don't let your government take them away from you.
Don't give an inch. Don't give 1 inch at all. You don't realise how quickly things can change.
Once they're gone, they're gone. You're not going to get them back.